Here, and I'm sorry about this, folks. You might get this is my script because I'm old and I can't remember all this stuff.
Let me get out of the way.
Oh yes,
it's not going to be needed for an hour.
No, I don't mind your witty riposts. So here we are. Now I've got written here. This is a cross between Jackanory, who remembers Jackanory? Right, okay. And Blue Peter. There is lots of sellotape involved.
Okay. Sticky back plastic.
It's sticky back plastic. And I don't know if anyone's ever watched the BBC Christmas Science lectures. Yes. Right, so it's a cross between all those. And I've got various things, and there is sing-along at some point later on. There's sing-along.
Look at all their faces light up.
Assistant, could you take?
It's because they're making the door. Yeah, lock the door.
Oops. So you just put it down there because you're going to be in charge.
All right. Right.
I don't know what's there. And no, so this is serious. Oh, I've got to change my hat. I've got a different. I've got a different. Right. So, I don't know what you're laughing at.
You didn't get one for me.
So, and there's prizes as well. Glenn, you're looking worried.
I am.
Oh, am I touching the heavens here? Right, so I will be asking questions. And so this is
one of them wine.
So it says here, I have to read everything because I've forgotten and I've had a busy day today. This is a song about someone I live next door to. So it's a true story, true story. While growing up in North London. He was very clever.
North London.
Yeah, as opposed to North London. Or South London. Anyway, he was a good bit older than me, but I remember him. And he was very clever, and he became an engineer and ended up working for Boeing in Canada. So that's is everything okay up there? Right. My parents' neighbours had a son, Robert was his name. He designed bits and pieces for aeroplanes. One day he had a call, it came from afar. He was off the big bucks, a house and a car. They said he'd do well if he played his cards right. So from Canada to Texas, he took the next flight. I've got out of tune. I'm a bit unbalanced.
What, just tonight?
Look, if there's going to be any more comments, where were we? From Canada to Texas, he took the next one. Oh, he began working with NASA the very next day, fettling and filing bits of metal away. NASA. Now, does anyone, first prize now, anyone knows what NASA means? Oh, come on.
To do with space.
National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
What is that?
National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
You've got... There's one clever person here, right? Okay. Now where I've got two. Did someone else get it? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, say that for later.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Now see if I can. All right. Carry on. Bob bent bits of wire round grommets and nuts, headed wishbones and washers and titanium struts. Years of hard work, his masterpiece done. His legs were attached to a spaceship and the time it had come. In the box, please, can you...
Ooh.
Now, in here, whoops, hang on. In here, we have, we'll take that, and there's another bit of that. No rude comments on that bit there. Right, so here we are.
Go on here.
That goes on there, that's it. Right, okay. Anyone know what this rocket was called?
Toilet roll.
Saturn
Yeah, you can't, you can't win. Okay. No one got it, okay.
There's
So,
somebody over there said it.
I said Apollo.
I'll just carry on then. So all was complete, and in splendour it stood. Bob said it would have looked nicer in wood. A scientist came with a spanner and a socket, and everything was bolted to an enormous rocket. Thank you. Right, no, did someone get this? This is the Saturn V?
Yes.
Right, here we go. Oh, the prizes are good. Yes, you've got a prize. Well done. Right, okay. So, it says, assistant please. Yes, this is the Saturn V. For the Apollo mission to Mars, okay? So this is Mars? To the moon! No! Sorry, I'm on the wrong planet. Now, to give you an idea of size, because obviously it wasn't this size, we all know Swanage, Station Road, so if we were in Station Road and this rocket was lying down, that's it. Listen, this would be about resting on platform 1 at Swanage Station, and Buzz Aldrin could put his hand out the window here and probably get a ticket for the cinema here. So that's how, and the width of it, on this side of the road, the Country Foods right up against here, and what Greg's on this side. So it would completely fill Station Road. So that's the
There you go, see.
and that's made up of bits which we'll come to later. Okay, so what are we on to now? Oh look, I can move my... Are you still with us? It will be over soon, I show you. Right, so here we go, if I can do it. I haven't never done this standing up with, well, you can see. In climbed the astronauts, Michael, Buzz and Neil, who had packed the sandwiches, who would take the wheel. They left the blue touch paper, it was metal to pedal to the floor. Smoke and sparks and clanking, it went off with a roar. Lovely. That was really good. No rehearsal here at all. Okay, so it went off with a roar. Where are they? So, into the blue beyond, oh what a sight to see. All the world was wondering, would they be home for tea? Out through the atmosphere, umpteen thousand miles, they landed there upon the moon with lots of hugs and smiles. Well, nice. Now, anyone know the distance to the moon? No, I haven't got any more prizes, so there's no...
250,000.
How much?
250,000.
Yeah, you're getting there, it's a bit more.
240,000.
Huh? What was that?
240,000.
No, it's... I'll give you... It's 384,000 miles. And I worked out that if any of you here, which you might have done, have travelled by car from Swanage to Wareham 16,000 times, then you've driven to the moon. Isn't that amazing? It took some working out, that did. And probably some of you have driven backwards and forwards 16,000 miles. Right. Anyway, so where are we now? I'd have to stay with me. So lots of hugs and smiles. Right.
Yeah.
So, do you know what? I'm going to sing the chorus just because you're going to be singing this later. Oh, Bob's legs are still on the moon. Bob's legs are still on the moon. This is still about my friend Robert, who was the next door neighbour. We called him Bob, so we'll get to this in a bit. Was it Bob's legs are still on the moon? Bob's legs are still on the moon. There's a bright side and a dark side to the moon, that is true. Sometimes it is silvery, but rarely is it blue. No! Well done, everyone. Good. And if you have a telescope on a lovely night in June, you can still see Bob's legs on the moon. Right, now, so this comes away from today. We've gone up. We've gone up through the atmosphere, and then we have I've got it on here, the S4B.
Ooh.
Now the S4B.
It's a pencil, isn't it?
Yes. And then this is the LEM, which is the bit that sort of eventually, right in the very top here, we've got Buzz and Neil. And who is it? It's Buzz.
Michael Collins.
Michael, Buzz, and they're all in that tiny little bit at the top there. And then this all turns round, and out of here comes the lunar lander. And now this is the big reveal. Okay, we're going to have the big reveal. We shall do. So in here, if I can, let's just
This one?
Yeah.
This one?
No. It's all if you just... So, this is the lunar lander, and this is the ascent module. Okay, yes, that's it. You got it. Yes,
yeah.
we're all right. And hang on. Yeah, you can't see on the floor. Right, I've got. And these. Can you see that? You can see these are, as it says, what are they?
Bob's legs.
Bob's legs. These are Bob's legs. And amazing that my parents' next door neighbour, these are his legs. You know, and they're not small and thin and hairy like his legs are, but they are anyway. So there we are. So that's the. Okay, you can just stand there like that. Looking nice. Yes, looking like that. Right, we carry on. Where are we? I think we need to bring the. No one's going to sleep down there, are they? Just gentlemen, are you okay? Are you still with me?
Yes.
So after having 40 winks and a breakfast of fried eggs, the spaceship was becoming cramped, so time to stretch their legs. Buzz and Neil jumped through the hatch to take a little stroll and take some silly photos of a flag upon a pole. Now, someone can hold that. Now, there we are. We got, because what people don't know, they say American, but loads of British and European, and of course what I haven't said is Bob was what we call now mixed heritage.
Oh.
So anyone know what this flag is?
India.
No.
India.
Indian! I can't get, you've already got a medal, so there you go, I can wave those flags.
Okay.
So this is, Buzz and Neil are waving flags. So flags, India and England, and a couple of people were American. Anyway, so here we go. So where were we? And take some silly photos of a flag upon a pole. We're going to a big bit now. They had to do experiments. They did this with some ease. And contrary to all beliefs, the moon wasn't made of cheese. You wondered, didn't you? Right, okay. wasn't made of cheese. Right, okay, next up. They played some rather silly games like jumping up and down. It was getting rather late, they should be homeward bound, homeward bound, homeward bound, homeward bound, home where my music's playing one song. Getting carried away there. Sorry. So we got that. Now we come to right, you've got the flags down, because you've got a big bit coming up. Oh, can you pick the scissors up? Scissors, and we need the lunar landing. So who knows what was said when they got down onto the moon? I've got no more prizes.
When giant stepped for...
No, before that. Glenn.
One small step for a man.
No, that was afterwards. So it goes down onto the moon. Come on.
The eagle has landed.
No, the eagle has landed. So now the tricky moment came. The blast off from the moon. Parting spaceship from Bob's legs. They had to do it soon. Come on, Neil. There is no time to ham and hesitate. So what we're going to do? Can you go down? Oh, on the table. Yeah. If they could say, we'll cut that. And there you can. And then it docked with the, I've forgotten what this bit's called.
Command module.
What was it called?
The command module.
The command module. They keep on winning prizes. So the command module docked with that bit, and then that floated. No, that's okay. That's all right. And then that came back to Earth. This is the heat shield. I'm not sure it would take much heat, that heat shield, but there you go. So right. So anyway, where were I? I'll do that bit. Now the tricky moment came, blast off from the moon, parting spaceship from Bob's legs. They had to do it, so come on, said Neil. There is no time to run and hesitate. Undo all the wing nuts off the TV, will be late. The deed was done and in first gear, Bob took off the brake. He fired up the engine, but he could only think of cake. And into orbit, soon they spun. Bob's legs were held. Can you pick that bit up there? Bob's legs. No, that bit down there. Bob's legs were held. Bob's legs were left behind. Okay, we nearly missed that. Back to Earth they swiftly came, legs furthest from ground. Now we need this, and this is where it all comes in. We need you all singing, and yes, have you got the there? So, I need someone to. I need someone. No, it's there. Is that it? No, that's not it. Got it. Some assistant you can do. I need another. Now, can this gentleman hold that up? You get behind. That's it. No, get behind that. That's it. Hold that. Follow. We've got a bouncing. Show the bouncing moon. Look, it's got the dark side and the bright side. So if you want to come here, and then this is where everyone sings. I'll do it slowly. So Bob's legs are still on the moon. Bob's legs are still on the moon. There's a bright side and the dark side is true. Sometimes it's silvery, but rarely is it blue. And if you have a telescope on a lovely night in June, you can still see what's there on the moon. You want to do it again, or in the sea of tranquility, on a lovely night in June, you can still see what's there on